Hey everybody, it's me again. Been a while since I've really posted anything major. Been insanely busy, just working on projects and getting stuff running. Burn-In Designs launched a Kickstarter less than a month ago, and we've been burning through that, and it's just been off to the races. I'll probably do another video. Actually, I have another video recorded, so I don't know if it'll air after this one or before this one, of stuff for the Kickstarter, to give you a little more insight into it. But what this is, for this video, I'm going to focus on some of the stuff I'm bringing to Adepticon. At Adepticon this year, there's a game system that just came out that they're going to be doing some tournament play of, called Wild West Exodus. The idea behind it is it's a retelling of the Old West, sort of a Old West meets steampunk kind of environment. It's a pretty cool world. There are going to be some neat characters in it. One issue I've run into, though, with it is finding terrain for it. I had launched a while back the Welcome to Rock Ridge sets, which you've seen, and they're great, and they've been a great seller, and it turns out that they're like the perfect scale for Wild West Exodus. So started, expanding out that set and doing some more stuff, and then I got a call from the guys at Wild West Exodus saying, hey, we're looking for U.S. companies that also make Wild West terrain that would fit our scale. So, a lot of bouncing around and doing different stuff, and this year at Adepticon, we're going to actually be featuring a few of our models there at their tournament for Wild West Exodus. I think I've got a 4x6 table to fill with terrain, so it's going to be an interesting one. This, oddly enough, is one of the feature buildings for it. This is a new kit that we're going to be launching shortly after Adepticon. Just need to finish working out the last few little bits and piece details of it. This is RJ's Gaminng Hall. It's probably one of the if not one of the largest buildings we've done to date in our Wild West line. The overall width of the building is almost 14 inches by 14 inches. So it's a pretty substantial piece of terrain. It's 2 stories tall, plus the top part, and all the little bits and pieces on it are options and ways you configure it. This is just one way that I configured this one. So I did the wraparound porch at the back of the building as opposed to the front. It does include the staircase, and there's even an option to add a staircase to the other side. So on this side that's coming up, if you wanted to put a staircase on it, there's spacing for it, so it'll fit either or. The window shutters and everything else come with it as separate pieces. So you can actually build this one out however you want. This one, because it's one that I needed to finish up and paint, has a couple of extras on it that aren't included in the kit. For example, the girl sign on it, that was a specialty one for this one, but it's an option available. Same thing for the RJ sign. It comes with basic signing, the same as all my other buildings. This one I decided to add a little bit more to. Decided to go with, like some cut paper for the slate roof, and then for the shingles in front as well. So this one, I've taken it a little bit farther than most, but these are all things that are doable with the kit. And you get the main building in the kit so that you can add to it and fine-tune it. I'm going to go ahead and stop this, if I can find the switch, which is always fun. Wrong way. There we go. Okay. So that's going to be the front of the building, and I'm going to go ahead and show off the sign a little bit to you. Because this sign, I did something a little different with this one. And we'll zoom in a little bit more. This is actually multiple pieces, and I'm going to turn this a little so you can see. You see how there's a gap between the front of the sign and the letters? The letters on this particular sign were done in acrylic. I went ahead and did raised letters for the bottom ones as opposed to my normal engraved. Same thing with the dice. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 layers of pieces put together to give this effect, and it turned out really nice. These kind of signs would be something that we'd do custom. If you really wanted something like that, obviously email us and we can talk it over. Next one up that I did, and I'll bring the camera a little closer and let's zoom down, is the girls sign. This one, what I wanted was something that, I wanted something to kind of give you a reason to go up to the back half of it. And in fact, there's a sign that I was going to do at the back that said the feisty cowgirl with a little flair to it. That sign though was a little too over the top. It does come with the kit, but it was a little too over the top for where I was putting it. So I went for something a little bit simpler. So there's just a little acrylic sign that I did here with what looks like lights around the outer edge and girls. In the case of the game system that this one is set up for, electricity does exist, sort of, so it's kind of a weird setup with it. Scale-wise, though, this is scaled, and I'm going to zoom back out here. So there we go. Pull it back out and move. Sorry about the shaking on the camera. But it's scaled for Wild West Exodus size minis, or your 28mm heroic, or your 35, depending on the manufacturer. So it's got plenty of room for you to actually get your hands in there and move models around and those sorts of things. So it's a pretty nice setup. If I turn this around this way to where we have the stairs, there's actually spaces. There's enough space all the way around with the porches for larger models to fit. Same thing with the balcony level. The windows are all at about the right height so that figures can see out of the windows fine. There are different door moldings and door types that come with it, so you can fine-tune them. This was just one setup that I did with it. Same thing with like the balcony on the side, so there's one on the side as well. There is even a fireplace kit that I did for this one as well, which can be added to it to give you the option to put a fireplace on either side of it. Really the big features of this building though are, besides the scale, this is one of the few buildings that we did an interior on. I'm probably going to show you that in a separate video because I'm running out of time on this one. So it'll actually be part 2 of this one where we go into that one. But for now we're just going to finish up part 1 and then I'll tell you some more about it. So, but like I said, the shutters are actually separate pieces. So these you can arrange however you want. That's why you're seeing them in all different patterns. Same thing for the doors. I went for a little bit more, I don't know, a more substantial decorative molding on top of the windows as well. And again, this is just keep in with that Old West feel. So let me zoom in here so you can see where it looks like somebody actually took a lot of time and they had the time to actually build out the building and make it look nice. So that's really it. Down at the bottom, and let's see if I can lower the camera a little. There we go. I went ahead and did, like for the front door, there's actually a nice large window that has that same molding detail. I ended up putting another shuttered window there. So, and of course all of it is still textured, so if we can come in here a little closer, and then I will see if you can see that. You can see all the individual boards, so I did do the board look. Same thing with the side of the building where it looks like you have your shakes on the side of the building. It's just a really neat piece. You know, it shows you something different, something that out of the box the kit is set. There's really very few add-ons to this that aren't in the box itself. So I mean, obviously, as we said before, the gaming sign is separate and the girls sign, but the rest of it is pretty straightforward. So I am going to reset up the camera. Let me back this out a little bit. Going to reset the camera, and then we'll do another video showing you the inside of this one. Alright, take care.